Whitney Elizabeth Houston was born on August 9, 1963, in Newark, New Jersey, to gospel singer Cissy Houston and John Russell Houston Jr., a former Army serviceman. Growing up in a musical family, Whitney was surrounded by legendary voices: cousins Dionne and Dee Warwick, her godmother Darlene Love, and honorary aunt Aretha Franklin. At age 5, she joined the choir at New Hope Baptist Church, where she learned to sing and play piano. By 12, she gave her first solo performance, setting her sights on a music career under her mother's guidance. Houston's talent blossomed in her teens, performing background vocals for artists like Chaka and Michael Zager. Simultaneously, her beauty launched a modeling career, making her one of the first Black women on the cover of 17. In 1983, Clive Davis signed her to Arista Records after a stunning live performance. Her debut album, Whitney Houston, 1985, spawned multiple hits, including Saving All My Love for You, and became the best-selling debut by a female artist, with over 25 million copies sold globally. Her second album, Whitney, 1987, debuted at number 1, with hits like I Wanna Dance with Somebody. She became the first artist to achieve 7 consecutive Billboard Hot 100 number 1 singles. Whitney also used her fame for activism, supporting anti-apartheid causes and launching a charity for children. By 1990, with the release of I'm Your Baby Tonight, Houston embraced a more urban sound, showcasing her versatility and reaffirming her status as a global icon. Between 1992 and 2000, Whitney Houston experienced some of the most successful and transformative years of her career. Her acting debut came in 1992 with The Bodyguard, where she starred alongside Kevin Costner. Playing a pop star pursued by a stalker, Houston faced mixed reviews, with some critics accusing her of simply playing herself. Despite controversy surrounding the film's interracial romance and advertising, it became a box office smash, grossing over $410 million worldwide. The film's soundtrack, which Houston executive produced, became a historic success. It included her legendary version of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You, which topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 14 weeks and sold over 24 million copies globally. The album earned her multiple awards, including a Grammy for Album of the Year, and became the best-selling soundtrack and female artist album in history. She followed The Bodyguard with Waiting to Exhale, 1995, and The Preacher's Wife, 1996, both commercial successes that further established her acting credibility. The soundtracks for each film also fared well, with hits like Exhale, Shoop Shoop, and the gospel-influenced Preacher's Wife album, which became the best-selling gospel album ever. Houston also co-produced a groundbreaking multiracial remake of Cinderella, 1997, and released her first studio album in 8 years, My Love Is Your Love, 1998. The album received strong reviews and produced several hits, including It's Not Right, But It's Okay. In 2000, she released Whitney, The Greatest Hits, further cementing her legacy despite growing personal struggles behind the scenes. Whitney Houston was deeply rooted in her Christian faith, which influenced her music throughout her life. As a child, she attended New Hope Baptist Church, where she sang in the children's choir and performed solos. Later, she was also drawn to Pentecostalism. Her mother, Cissy Houston, shared that Whitney got saved at New Hope and accepted Christ at age 12. Whitney often included gospel songs in her performances, and her version of Do You Hear What I Hear continued to chart years after its release. She was honored by the Dove Awards in 1997 for popularizing gospel music, and 2 of her final recordings from the movie Sparkle charted posthumously. Her last public performance was a duet of Jesus Loves Me with Kelly Price. Houston had a complex personal life. She had a romantic relationship with Robin Crawford in her youth, and though their romantic involvement ended, their friendship continued until 2000. During the 1980s, she was linked to several celebrities before meeting R&B singer Bobby Brown in 1989. They married in 1992 and welcomed their only child, Bobby Christina, in 1993. Their tumultuous marriage was marred by Bobby's legal troubles and domestic violence, leading to their divorce in 2007. Their reality show Being Bobby Brown aired in 2005 but was not renewed. Houston also faced legal issues, including an assault charge in 1991 that was later dropped. In 2000, marijuana was found in her luggage, but charges were eventually dismissed. She also battled health and substance abuse issues, suffering miscarriages and undergoing multiple interventions and rehab stints. In 2012, Houston was found dead in her hotel bathtub, with the cause listed as accidental drowning, complicated by heart disease and cocaine use. Her death triggered a global outpouring of grief and a surge in her music sales, cementing her legacy as one of music's most iconic voices. Whitney Houston, famously nicknamed The Voice, possessed a remarkable 4-octave vocal range that made her one of the most acclaimed singers in music history. Critics lauded her for a vocal style that combined technical mastery with deep emotional expression. John Perellas of the New York Times described her voice as a marvel, spanning from rich lows to soaring highs. In 2023, Rolling Stone ranked her second on their list of greatest singers, highlighting her rendition of I Will Always Love You as a masterclass in emotional nuance and vocal control. Matthew Perpetua emphasized her ability to electrify live audiences, noting performances like the Star-Spangled Banner at the 1991 Super Bowl as unforgettable. Elisa Gardner called Houston the ultimate pop diva, surpassing contemporaries like Carrie and Dionne in vocal purity. Michael Jackson admired her unique stylistic voice, and Faith Evans recognized her voice as an instrument finely tuned over years of practice, performing backup vocals from a young age. Houston's influence spanned across genres, including R&B, pop, gospel, and even opera. Her emotional connection to lyrics and flawless technique inspired generations of singers. Critics praised her iconic use of melisma, particularly in I Will Always Love You, where she masterfully infused single syllables with cascades of notes. Though vocal issues affected her later years, Houston's legacy remained untarnished. Her achievements include over 220 million records sold, countless awards, including 8 Grammys, and numerous diamond-certified albums. She was the first Black woman to gain heavy MTV rotation and redefine the image of a female soul icon. Named by many as the greatest singer of her generation, Whitney Houston not only shaped modern music but also opened doors for Black female artists in pop culture. Her voice continues to resonate, celebrated, and remembered across the globe. Whitney Houston, the iconic American singer and actress, passed away on February 11, 2012, at the age of 48. She was found unresponsive in the bathtub of her suite at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, California, just a day before the Grammy Awards. Emergency responders arrived around 3:30 p.m. and pronounced her dead at 3:55 p.m. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office determined that Houston died from accidental drowning, with contributing factors of atherosclerotic heart disease and cocaine use. Whitney Houston's legacy continues to be celebrated worldwide through various tributes and honors. In 1997, her childhood school in East Orange, New Jersey was renamed the Whitney E. Houston Academy of Creative and Performing Arts. Posthumously, her influence remained strong with 4 albums released, a hologram concert tour from 2020 to 2023, and 4 wax figures unveiled by Madame Tussauds in 2013. Her life and career inspired multiple films and documentaries, including Whitney, 2015, Can I Be Me, 2017, and Whitney, 2018, while the 2022 biopic I Want to Dance with Somebody, starring Naomi Ackie, grossed around $60 million. In 2023, a Garden State Parkway service area was renamed in her honor. Houston was also a dedicated philanthropist. In 1989, she founded the Whitney Houston Foundation for Children to support underprivileged youth. She donated proceeds from her 1991 Super Bowl anthem to Gulf War soldiers and later re-released it to support 9/11 relief efforts. A vocal advocate for AIDS awareness, she raised funds and participated in events during the epidemic. Houston also showed support for the LGBTQ+ community, including a surprise performance at a 1999 NYC Pride event. Her discography includes numerous successful albums, while her filmography spans iconic roles and credits. Her concert tours captivated fans globally, sealing her legacy as a cultural icon. In conclusion, Whitney Houston had an estimated net worth of $250 million during the time of her demise. She accumulated this sum of money from her career and business ventures. With that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.